Alright, video 32, hour 32. Let's keep it going. Continuation. We're actually about to run up on the Bomb King. Finish up that mission. We thought this was him, and this is him. Oh, shit. Well, I see why they call him the Bomb King. And he's a B. Go figure, right?
What we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Greetings. Don't want to waste this. Should have saved the icon power for after. We totally missed that. Oh, he's got boys with him, huh? I see what his mechanic is. I think we did pretty good with that right there. And he continues to summon these guys. Made to be broken. I don't know exactly what that was. Hold that. Just like, oh man, how I love that attack. I don't know, we look back, it's like the 4th or 5th boss that we've beat with that attack, and we got the Bomb Ember. Alright, so we whooped his ass.
Your reign is over.
Now let's pick these
Now to
things
collect
up.
the ash.
Here's some ash.
This looks like the stuff.
This is what we need.
Let's see if there's any more.
Come on, pick it up. And then of course, it seems to always be in threes, so.
That should do it.
There's our verbal cue. And here's payback. So we're gonna teleport over here and go take care of that. We just took care of the Bomb King, so we should only have one more. Let's see. Let's get a little closer. We should only have one more. We still have one target on the hunt board, which is.
Citizens are free to come and go.
Whatever the hell that S target is. It's the S target.
Did you hear?
I don't think we have that part of the map opened up yet. So right now we're doing payback, so we're delivering this ruby, the star ruby to Isabel because that dude messed up. Hopefully Karen didn't kill him.
Milady,
We'll find out about
I
that.
come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
I think that was a nice little wrap up we did right there. A couple of missions at once.
Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Alright.
We want to know the stones were delivered.
So we have to return to the hideaway, and then now we can take a look at the map. Let's actually take a look. We have to go right here. We have to find Ignac. This will be kind of wrap up everything, so when we go back to the hideaway, we can complete all the missions instead of just
People take
running
notice
around
of
like a
wealthy
mad
men.
person.
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
It's gone. Here. What are we going to do? I've got this theory. Four. I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
Jeez.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthy people.
This must be where Ruby...
will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
And I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
I want the blade.
You are but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamon is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Alright, guys.
It's a wonder the Republic tolerates the existence of the banner.
It's over here. Okay. I mean, we're there already. We could have just rode straight out, but we should be able to take the gate straight out so we can summon Ambrosia right away and just ride straight for it.
Good God.
It's the quickest route. So, we have to retrieve these stolen items, and then I assume we'll have to bring it back to him, or it'll auto-load back to him. And then we'll get the blade, and then we'll be able to take that back to Blackthorn, along with 2 other things that we have to do back at the hideaway. Let's see. Everything here will try to kill us. Oh, shit. Good thing we can't fall off there. I mean, we still caught it though. I assume the other target somewhere here. I wonder if I can't jump that. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going around. It's nothing too crazy. It's quite a distance, huh? Just to the north. Yeah, it would have sucked to not have. We did Thorgil's mission, so we got him his bones, so he's happy. We paid back 2 people. They both, Martha and Isabel, they both refused it. Karen's probably gonna kill that dude when we go back, but we have to speak to her about that. These bandits right here.
We've got company.
Just gonna start off fun.
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Should have hit him, honestly. Got 3 gauges now. Probably best to not. I mean, you get a buff though. The battle efficiency does go up. There's a stagger.
This one.
Hit us that time, huh? Little bastard. We want to make sure we get that timing itself right. It's like when he goes for his delay, you would think that that's when you'd have to move, but it's like, you know, you want to get that precision just right. And with me, I was getting it just wrong. We got it done though.
This must be Ignac's luggage.
Flames of Rebirth really helps out with the healing it gives you.
Right. Let's get it back to Delamel.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What should I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such
samurai.
perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hide such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Why, when it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered, take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke,
Nice.
far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Nice.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield.
Oh shit.
And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths cross again. Ready? We mustn't dawdle.
That's funny.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Alright guys. So we got that done too.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Alright guys. So now all roads lead back to the hideaway. Let's go ahead and wrap up like what, three missions? When we get in there, whatever's closest to us, we're just gonna go. So we have 1, 2, and 3 plus the main mission. That was a nice little wrap up. We got a hunt target. Okay, so we'll probably have to come back over there. We should have probably seen them last, honestly. Oh shit, look, another one. Oh, that's weird science. Yeah, so we want to drop off everything. So you know what, we'll do that. We'll go do that, we'll do weird science, and then we'll fast travel back. By the time we make a round, we'll probably have to come back and get a gift.
So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
About that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you're as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
I hope so too, because it doesn't seem like things went too well for my guy over there. Alright guys, we're back with it. Okay, so let's just take a look real quick. Let's see where we're at.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Okay,
Come to
so
play
we're
more
at
just
610.
desserts?
Yeah, we probably won't get all the way up to 710 with it. We'll see. I mean, I doubt it though. Okay, so let's go around and let's go drop off whatever we have to drop off. The weird science. I think that's what it is, right? Yeah. We'll see what we get from this. Pretty exciting.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Oh, so we'll be able to hold our capacities.
Can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
Okay. I mean, that's a good thing. We increased the potency and now we increase the capacity, so we'll be able to hold more. We don't typically go through our potions too much either. There's times when we need them.
What do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting me and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your back.
Oh,
I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Alright. Weird science, another 40. That's pretty good. We're at 650. Alright, cool. Inventory increase. You gotta love it. Alright, guys. So everything basically went up. We can hold 6 and 4. That's what we're looking at. Alright, guys. So now, let's look at the local map. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fast travel back here, just so we can get right back to that middle point. And then we're gonna take that bad boy straight. So we'll go over here. Let's take the final star ruby to Karen so we can finish up payback.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the hideaways offers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happens to become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
I like it. Everybody, is supporting the cause. I mean,
Where'd
That's
you
really
even get this?
It's pretty
A
dope.
decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we probably will get that on, depending on how much renown we get, we might be at 710 at the end of all this.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
He does have some balls, though. He fucked up completely.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they did.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. Which is where I met him. He brought passage to... forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights. I set up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was... before fate stepped in. And said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first known day. And there was no hiding his nag.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
He was a good dude. Honorable in his own way. But he stood for something. A lot of people can't even say that. There he goes right there. You get to see Sid again?
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone.
That's why my guy had to smoke.
But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod. if ever he should fall.
Stubborn sod.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore just the ramblings of a
I
title.
mean, that fight with Ramu,
Leave
when
that
we
lot.
first saw Ramu,
I'll tidy it up in a bit.
he saved us back then too. Piercing him with the staff, that helped us out a lot.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old son.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
You should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. Barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But
This will do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
You're definitely a family man. It's a lot of negativity in the beginning of the game. You know, down to the first compliments you get in the game. We're up to 670. We got Sid's Goblet. Okay, so that's gonna go back on our wall of memories. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's go wrap up the other ones now. So we did that. We know what this is right here. It's obviously
Told me she was
the
building a
goblet.
ship.
So we don't have to go to that per se.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to do?
The Enterprise will have 4 mithril engines, each needing its own displacement stack. So, just 3 more like this?
Yep, and I think she has them being commissioned right now in Canberra, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so now let's to finish up this part of this mission. Bone
I
pick.
noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him
See
for
the
a walk,
culmination
would
of
you?
this quest.
You could say that.
I think I did that one first. That's my boy.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. all right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Everybody's magic back pocket.
You can, eh? Oh, nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. Bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Alright. We'll go see him. Let's go talk to Blackthorn.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Nice. Let's see if we get something cool from it.
A whetstone? Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
He's explaining how there's like an array of different whetstones and they go through it so many times and that's the final touch.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Won't it be so bad if all you ever fought were duels? Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent will be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattle me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I've worn it down to a sliver. I reckon I get a dozen swords from him, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone is fine. Now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
See what it is. I'm interested. Alright, another 30. So we're now 10 away from getting the Excalibur design draft. What is that? We have to see what that is. Excalibur recipe, bro. Sounds crazy. I wonder what it is. Let's go check it out. It'd be nice if we could make it.
What's that for in India?
Oh, we can make it. So you had to basically get both of those things. Look at that, compared to the grindstone, it goes up to 268. Oh, you know we have to make that, right, guys? I mean, obviously.
It lost you a good while.
Woo! Alright. And so far, there's nothing here that's better than what we have. Look at that, 355. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's Excalibur, guys. That's Excalibur. That's what it was about. Doing those missions, getting them out the way. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we know what this is. Let's go talk to Tomes or Hippocrates. Same thing. Yeah, that blade is pushing through, son. Let's take a look at it real quick. Let's look at it real quick. The new edition. There it is, 268. That's good money compared to what we had before. Well, the lowest one we had before was the grindstone. That's probably gonna, obviously, once we fight Bahamut, we'll probably combine that with whatever shard he gets with this sword, and it'll probably obviously be higher than the Excalibur. But that seems to be, you know, where it's at right now. So we're good to go. Let's go talk to Tomes and finish up this. We'll go collect we'll fast travel out, collect our reward, and then proceed on with the story.
Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lordsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction.
The blade looks serious.
Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
It's like the first complete sword that I think we
Lady
got so
Garen
far.
sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Everything else kind of looked nice,
That reminds
contours.
me. After your last visit,
Wasn't
I
symmetrical,
found
it wasn't
myself pondering Torgal's
full.
talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse at plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Yeah, our boy is serious.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
I love that. Alright. So now we have our renown. We're at 720. This one increases his attack potency. It makes him stronger. That's pretty cool. Alright. And then we also take a look at our abilities. We're at 24. We're building this up for Behemoth. We've been fine so far. Alright guys, so now let's go ahead and fast travel out of here. So we'll do the same thing to kind of save us a little bit of time. It's real simple. Just travel there. We'll go collect our patrons' whispers because I know we have a donation that we can claim. Alright. Like I said, this is the first real blade I think that we've had. It's a full blade.
Think Tomes helped a bit.
Definitely a full blade. So
They told me she was building a ship.
let's go right here. We didn't know we were gonna get to 710. We got to 720. We've been doing everything. So now we have we can check out.
All yours.
Alright, we'll take a look and see what that is. The next one is at 850.
All done?
Alright, let's take a look and see what that was. Yeah, see, so it increases the potency of okay, so it increases the potency of high potions. I believe maybe in Final Fantasy difficulty, maybe we could use those with some other stuff. I don't know, we'll see. But that's pretty cool to have. Still excited that we got Excalibur. Now, guys, that's everything on the list, right? This right here is just simply the goblet that we got from Cid. So that's fine. Let's talk to Otto and progress along in the story.
Alright, Clive.
Maybe we'll find our hunt target too.
We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twigs, has she? I swear, that girl would do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
Look at that blade. That shit is serious.
Yes.
Clive. Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canada by now.
I might still be able to catch her.
Oh shit.
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Duty calls, man.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me.
See, Gav typically went out. Maybe I should have taken Otto out with me last when I had a chance.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but
When I play it on Final Fantasy, I'll definitely do the opposite. We'll see what happens there. So we can have those conversations. We'll take Jill out. Sid's Legacy. Ready to go, son.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it was never as bad as this.
I know. The blind marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goose.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You let me go with them. Oh, no.
Stop that! You brit me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklab markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goose's traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road.
Really excited.
That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goose.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet you there. See yous down in Buckland. Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
That's a big dude.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Alright. A little feel-good moment. Let's keep it moving. Backlad. I like that as things pop up, we know we don't have to backtrack to anything because we've done everything so far as they presented themselves. It's the way, it's the way I do it, but I feel it's a bit more fulfilling that way. It's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to theirs. It's a good boy. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Finger boy.
Yeah, you meant to to talk. Oh shit. You meant to walk down the side. I thought they were gonna start talking. Yeah, she just came out of nowhere.
Faster!
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the skies. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass. And all official traffic moved there.
Look at that, guys.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
No diggity. We got a side mission coming up too. see on the map right in front of us. We haven't seen any chests yet. We got these little fuckers. Any concern with them? We just smelt from here, right?
You deserve a rest.
We'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Let's talk to these guys real quick. See what kind of mission they got going.
It's as bad as that.
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fella? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly break an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket the reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Okay. Simple enough. Let's prioritize that one. It's the only active side quest that we have right now. So let's go ahead and talk to him one last time.
You'll be doing Boklad a favor if you...
Okay, and it's right in front of us. So guys, that being said, we're gonna wrap this one up here. Guys, the 33rd hour is coming up next. 33rd video. We'll be doing get cart. We'll go investigate right around this corner, and then we'll continue with onward. All right. As always, people, it's always a pleasure. It's your boy Ghost. I do this for y'all. You already know it. Till the next one, people. Later.